Hello and welcome to another veg-inspired video. I'm so excited to share with you a recipe today brought by our tahini BFFs, Soom Foods. Soom keeps this veg-inspired kitchen well stocked with their amazing sesame seed products. They have the original premium tahini that's 100% roasted and ground sesame seeds, and it's so smooth, it's so delicious, and there's no other additives. They also have a chocolate tahini as well as a sea salt and dark chocolate tahini, and both of those are incredible. You can use them on toast, you can use them on fruit, you can use them in desserts. They have loads of recipes for their tahini products on their website, so make sure you give Soom Foods some attention. I also have a link in the description below for you can get them on Amazon, so my link is in Amazon. And if you're watching this before May 8th, they're having a flash sale on their premium tahini on May 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So make sure to mark your calendars and get in there. If it's after that, they still sell their products at an amazing price, so you can hop into Amazon and get them. Today's recipe, we're bringing you a easy, fun hummus. Now, I'm gonna whip this up in probably less than 5 minutes. So sit back and enjoy this video. We are gonna start with some home cooked chickpeas. If you want that recipe, let me know in the description down below. Let me know in the comments and I will film a recipe video just on how we cook our chickpeas. But these are dried chickpeas that we cooked with some spices and stuff, and we're gonna use those. This is a half a pound of chickpeas. It's about the equivalent to 2 cans. So if you're not cooking your own chickpeas, you can use 2 cans of drained and rinsed chickpeas. Now, I'm just gonna put these in here, and I'm gonna include, I'm gonna take out the bay leaf, and I'm gonna include the garlic clove that we cooked with the chickpeas. So that'll add some additional flavor to our hummus. And just in case you didn't know, Archie does whatever he wants, and he is currently observing the chickpea process. Archie. Can you look at the camera? Look at the camera. Archie. So I'm using a slotted spoon to make sure that we don't get the chickpea juice that we cooked it in. Yeah, this is Archie. He is my kitchen supervisor, and this is life with cats. So into the food processor, I have half a pound of cooked chickpeas, or the equivalent of 2 cans. I'm going to add 1 garlic clove. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin, ground cumin, and a pinch of cayenne. It gives it a nice little spice. And then I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I'm gonna turn this on and let the food processor do its magic. And while the food processor is running, we are going to add in some ice cold, refrigerator cold water. And we're looking for a specific consistency. We want it to be a little looser because when we add that tahini, it'll thicken right up. Okay. So this ran for about a minute, minute and a half. And what we're looking for right now is a loose and smooth consistency. Now, the amount of water that you might put in may vary based on your chickpeas. We used about a half a cup of that cold water. Now we're gonna add our tahini, and we're going to process this for another minute or so to get that smooth, perfect hummus. I love this Soom tahini. So we're gonna use 6 tablespoons of tahini, which is 3 of my 2 tablespoon scoops. And you can see the tahini is smooth and perfectly textured. And if you don't know, tahini thickens liquids. So if you had a salad dressing that might be too runny, you could add start with a half of a teaspoon or a teaspoon of your tahini. That's why a tahini sauce, the tahini by itself might feel thin, but when you add water to it, it thickens up a little bit. So now I'm gonna turn the food processor back on and run it for about a minute. It smells so good. Let's just give the sides a nice scrape down. Ooh, it's like the perfect texture for hummus. We'll run it one more time. Okay, I think that's perfect. What do you think? Ooh, so it holds up. It'll be nice for crackers or really hearty veggies. So let's get it in this bowl. Now, of course, you could half this recipe and only do 1/4 of a pound of chickpeas, or you could only use 1 can of chickpeas. We have lots of things planned for this hummus. We have family coming into town. We're gonna eat it as snacks. We're going to make hummus wraps with it. We might even make some kind of Buddha bowls with it. So this is hummus for a crowd. Typically, if John and I make a big batch of hummus like this with 1/2 pound of chickpeas, we do have meals that we plan in. It's not necessarily just for snacking. And we don't always make our hummus with 6 tablespoons of tahini, but we feel like hummus is just as much a tahini based dip as it is a chickpea based dip. So we like to give tahini its fair share in the hummus process. Now, so good. Okay. You guys, look at this. First of all, it's not like dripping out of my container, which is huge for me because it means when I go to stick my carrot in it, it's not gonna drip all over the counter. It's not gonna drip all over the other veggies. The other thing is it's gonna hold up really well in a sandwich. You could use this on toast. You could use this in place of mayo, where you might use mayo. You can use it as a dip. You can use it as a snack. You can use it to top a bowl. You can thin it out and make a dressing with it. It's very flavorful. The cumin is amazing. If you don't like cumin, then I would substitute maybe an herb or a spice that you do like. The lemon is really prevalent in there as well. So I would say it's even almost like a lemon garlic hummus. We also have that garlic in there, which is, the cooked one is kind of smooth and soft, but then there is that tiny little bite of garlic, which I love. So I'm gonna give it a taste with my carrot. One of my favorite snacks is veggies and hummus. And you guys, look, like I said, it stays right on the vegetable. There's no falling off. You guys, so good. The hummus is so flavorful, so rich. And I know it's in part to this amazing premium tahini because, again, roasted and ground sesame seeds. That's the only ingredient. There's no added salt, there's no oil, and it's smooth. It's wonderful. So a huge thank you to our tahini BFF Soom Foods for keeping us stocked on tahini, and a huge thank you to you for tuning into this recipe. Until next time, eat more plants and live veg inspired. Bye.